Coming up next, the form of Robbie Stapleton, graduated with Robbie's forum. Making way is Jacob Johnson, Jack Kosich, Jonathan Ruel, Ben Weir, and Alexander Woody.
I should be the one whistling. What a pleasure. I'm so proud and honored. Alex Wood.
I'll never forget the look on the faces of my hockey teammates when I told them I was transferring to a school that had a rainbow zebra as their mascot. But I guess having to constantly explain what community is to people who think noodling every Sunday night is some sort of weird religious obligation was the cost of attending such an amazing school. No matter how hard it is to explain to others, it is so easy for me to say that I am so grateful to have gone to a school where I was encouraged to try new things, taught to love learning, and that my words cannot do justice to. Thank you.
Benjamin Weir.
When I look back on my time in high school, I think what I'm probably going to think about most is theater. And what I'm going to think about theater is this little show I did called Brunson, because it probably should not have happened. But luckily I was working with some very creative, hilarious, fun, talented, and very, very dedicated people. And I want to thank everyone I met here who was like that, because you've inspired me a lot. And I also want to thank people like Quinn and Robbie and Bryce, who have always been trying to teach people like me how to be our best selves. And thank you everyone who was so dedicated to making the most of your time and community, because that's why I love this place. Thank you.
Jonathan Ruel.
I love community high school. In my opinion, there is no better place for a person to allow themselves to be themselves, explore new educational avenues, and to indulge their curiosity in all the realms of learning that are encompassed in high school curriculum, and then some. Honestly, this community wouldn't be what it is without the spectrum of incredible teachers and educators that pour their hearts into their work and go above and beyond to ensure we students get the best education and high school experience we possibly could. I would like to sincerely thank three strong, amazing, beautiful women that have helped shape and mold me into the person I am today. Robbie Stapleton, Marcy Kaczynski, and Alyssa Ruel. Sorry. A little emotional. I'm wholeheartedly grateful and humbled to have been lucky enough to be able to call community my home for the past 4 years. I'd like to end with a quote by Drake. It is what it is. Trust me, you get what you give. Thank you so, so much.
Jack Kosich.
Well, first off, I'd like to address two things. Seeing that I'm graduating now and leaving, I thought it'd be important to tell you how to spell my last name and how to pronounce it. It's K-O-Z-I-C-Z, and it's pronounced Kosich, so maybe next year when I decide to come back, we can start with that. Also, I'd really like to thank two of my wonderful grandparents for being here, both named Nanny. So thank you for coming all the way from Canada to watch me graduate, and also my stepmom, my half-brother, and especially my father coming from Anchorage, Alaska. So thank you. Here's a list of 5 community things that I will miss most next year. Number 5, losing 24 limbs over the course of 5 days for Quinn and CET. Number 4, running a bit over 2 miles to the White House for Tracy and journalism. Number 3, foreign trip to a possible Christian murder camp for Robbie. Number 2, spending free and maybe not so free blocks, sorry Mom, on the back lawn with friends. And number 1, this is the most important, winning tug of war for all of these boys. Yeah! You did it! There we go, thank you so much.
Jacob Johnson.
First off, thank you to all the teachers and students at this amazing school. I'm going to close my senior year the way I began it, rhyming. They say we've got a bad future coming, that there's death and there's doom, with war, climate change, the earth crashing into the moon. But when I look at you all, I see something else. I see people who did something different, who thought for themselves, who will strive every day once we all part ways, a group among whom being average is praise. I see that you dream, I believe in you all, and I know accepting New Year's, we won't drop the ball. And together, we'll raise the new future so tall that our children will wonder why we ever were it at all. Thank you.
On behalf of the Stapleton class of 2015,